Hello everyone, we are back, Limeade 2.0. Next up is going to be a plant race between Misschelseaz and Mockingjay. So we're playing on the very easy difficulty. I'm Apache Smash, by the way, it's my birthday. Yo. And I'm with DLimes13. Welcome in, my friend.
Good to be here. Good to be here. Good to see a nice MGS2 race featuring no tanker shenanigans this time. Pure plant only. Should be very fun.
Yeah, I think the thinking was, well, we did tanker yesterday. Both of these two runners competed in the tanker tournament as well. So why do that? We've already done that. Let's move on and see the rest of the game. And yeah, we've been pretty light on the MGS2 overall in the event today, right? So this is the first time we're seeing the plant, I believe.
Yeah, it is. Gonna go right into the plant section. We're gonna be playing immediately as Raiden. No stink here. We're a little bit of a dock section, so like it's MGS1 basically. So not much going on here for the next couple of minutes until they get up to the top of Shred A.
Do you guys have a second?
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
We have a $200 donation from Twilight X. And he
Wow.
says, good luck. So he chipped in for the Helsinki race and just donated $200. Thank you very much, Twilight X.
Thank you so much, Twilight X. That's an extremely generous donation. And once again, we've hit the goal. This is what, the fourth goal in the event we've had so far.
This is ridiculous. It's late. I'm not gonna up it again, but can we get to 2K? Question mark, question mark. I don't
Yeah.
know. So
Absolutely nuts, and yeah, we appreciate every single one of you.
Right.
The extremely generous donation. Thank you.
yeah, both of them just interacting with their node, and they're just gonna try to get on the elevator, deal with these couple of guards, and try not to lose any time in the process.
Yeah, if you're unfamiliar with Misschelseaz, she's been running this game for quite a while. What she'll do is she'll come in, she'll play the game for a while, and then she'll take a break. Take some time off Discord, and whenever she comes back, she just improves massively. And this time, since she's been back, she's participated in a few live events, plenty of experience running this game. But also, JMC has been really helping a lot of newer runners and older runners as well, and just taking time to give one-on-one coaching. And I know that he's coached both these players quite extensively, so shout out to JMC. It's always good when we see people helping out in the community like that. Mockingjay, probably the newest MGS2 runner going, right? I think she's the newest MGS2 runner.
I think so, yeah. She's done quite a bit of tanker, has put up some full game runs as well. Very respectable time in the around the 110 range and getting better pretty much every day. So it's good to see these two compete in a race head to head, and looking forward to the rest of it.
Yeah, and the friends as well, so it's all friendly here.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to go across the AB bridge, take out that guard. And you can cartwheel through him as well. It can be a little bit safer, just to use your gun. If you miss the cartwheel, you do risk getting kicked.
And here we're meeting up with our boy Pliskin. Gonna acquire our SOCOM pistol, which we'll use a little, not too much. Now we're heading towards Stillman and the 45-minute cutscene. Oh wait, we skipped that on New Game Plus.
Yeah, so in the if you do a plant IL, you get the extra cutscene. I think it prevents you from doing the M9 after Stillman, right? Can't do that in plant.
I believe so. Yeah, I haven't done a whole lot of plant ILs seriously, so I don't know for sure.
This is reminiscent because when me and Lime started running this game, people just didn't really do plant ALs, and we used to race them all the time. So we would get late at night, and then there wouldn't be enough time to do a full game. We'd just be like, "Oh, let's do a plant race." So it's cool to see plant ALs coming back in a big way, and I think a lot of runners these days do them when they get fed up with the tanker, because the tanker has so much RNG and so much can go wrong right at the start of your run. It's nice to just skip that occasionally.
All right, time for the bomb disposal section. I think both of them are going to be doing the traditional clockwise route, no conveyor belt nonsense here. Loses about 5-6 seconds or so over the conveyor belt route, but it's a very effective route nonetheless.
Yeah, I don't do conveyor belt personally. For those 5 seconds, it's just so much more work, and the normal clockwise route just feels much more comfortable.
So we're gonna drop down the railing here, take out this guard, and then defuse the bomb that's underneath the hatch. You can take out the guard before or after. It's more or less personal preference.
Yeah, just don't get kicked. So that's why I always tell people, don't get kicked by this shut D guard.
Chelsea having a little bit of moving issues, got caught on a wall, but it is dead heat so far, pretty much in sync on stream. So you love to see that.
Yeah, plenty of time to be lost and gained in each of these rooms, but the big time jumps come later on in the run. Fortune, for example, you can lose minutes on that boss by doing it wrong.
Yeah, the cartwheeling, you really got to be careful when you're doing cartwheels, because a lot of people, a lot of newer runners just like to cartwheel so much. They think they're saving so much time cartwheeling, when in reality, you're only saving 0.05 of a second. And that's on a perfectly straight cartwheel. So if you bonk a wall or not aligned properly, you're actually losing time. It's almost worth it to not cartwheel in most cases.
Yeah, to be used sparingly for sure. This Harrier bomb, they both were very careful where they go prone. You can actually come short of it and then you have to readjust yourself, so nice clean lines to it from both. I think they're both members. Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't done this for so long, nothing changes, right? Nothing changes.
Oh, both part of the one cartwheel club. They cartwheel just one time going down that big set of stairs. If you cartwheel 2 times, you are banned from all future Limeade events.
Yeah, we don't accept that here.
Nope.
Nice frame on codec from Chelsea.
Gotta be careful of Claymore mines on this bridge.
Also like to interrupt and thank Big Ol' Basu for giving us up to Twilight X as well.
Ooh.
That was a nutty cartwheel there.
It's going a bit rough for Mockingjay. We just forgot her line on where to go, but
probably a bit of nerves. Probably a bit of nerves, I think, there. And decided to grab that Claymore early, give you a cleaner line on the way back. And it gives Chelsea a slight lead.
Who's there?
Yep.
Is there somebody there?
I went to mute BMN in the chat and I can't.
Can I? What is this? There we go. Owner privileges.
And Chelsea is through to the strut A bomb. Now we defuse the bomb from the opposite side. So you've got to line yourself up perfectly, otherwise this won't work. Setup looks good so far, and that should work. You hear the sound of it diffusing, so that's how you know you've got it. That looks pretty clean.
See if Mockingjay can get the same thing, and looks like it. Yep.
Yeah, they both diffused it in the exact same way, so I'm assuming that JMC might have had something to do with that setup. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but it looked like the exact same setup.
Probably. Joe beat me to it. You can donate there, bits, subs, or regular old donation at that link, if you like. Everything goes to Solid Strife at the end of the night, as this is our final night of Limeade.
Yeah, we got this, and then Metal Gear Solid 4, right?
I believe so, yep.
Sparty with MGS4 to round us off. Mockingjay misses the guard there on the way in. You can get that guard on the way back. And if you wait too long outside, you run the risk of getting kicked by the second guard, but avoids that. Getting kicked by a guard will lose you about 5-6 seconds, so it's really, really rough. And here on the BC bridge, we'll just allow the guard to spawn. And once he's asleep, when we travel back down the BC bridge, that guard will still be asleep. We'll take an alert, but no guard will come. They can only spare one guard.
Alright, Chelsea grabbing her sensor B and now heading back to the start of the run, pretty much in the docks to defuse one of the mega bombs.
Yeah, you gotta be nice and quick getting back, as we only get 400 seconds to go through 3 struts.
So there is about 20 seconds left in the bet. You say 80% on Chelsea to win this race. Get those bets in now if you want a part of it. And that is it. It is 2/3 basically to Chelsea, 15K in the pool, 8K for Mockingjay. So we shall see.
I think it's one of those. People tend to go with experience. Just played the game a lot longer. Does have a better PB full game, right?
She does, yeah, by a couple minutes. So, but it's a race. Anything can happen. Doesn't mean anything. Still fairly close, despite the issues. Chelsea's having some more movement issues, bonking on the walls.
Yeah, I always use my radar in there. I tend to never look at Raiden during that section. It's really easy to get caught on the walls. Something you gotta watch when you defuse this deep sea dock bomb is if you get too close when you defuse it after the codec, it will just throw Raiden in the water, which is a big time loss.
Yeah, you lose about 5-6 seconds. It does not feel good at all.
And how close is Mockingjay? She looks a little bit close. If the coolant pulls back after you finish defusing, that's normally a surefire sign that you're going in the water. But no, she's good. And Fortune. So there is a way to. That setup's looking a bit monk ass.
She moved. She moved at the start. You want to just turn right and then do 3 punches. If you take a step on accident, this setup could not work.
I think she's okay.
Yep, she's okay. She got very lucky. Mockingjay did set it up correctly, so she'll be fine.
Yeah, so all of this is done on purpose to make Fortune destroy the forklift. So you may think this section is an auto-scroller, but you can actually save something like a minute. I timed it recently and I still don't remember. But basically we're going to make Fortune destroy the forklift, then the boxes at the front, and then the golden barrels on either side. And you can get shot too many times by Fortune. You can take a death here as well. I have died to Fortune. Not for a while, but it is possible.
Yep, it is definitely possible. You want to get away from that barrel. Yep.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Also, after the elevator cutscene, if you're in view, sometimes she can just instantly shoot you as well. But I think both were good. I think they managed to do what they needed to do to speed up the Fortune fight. Chelsea is out as well.
Yeah, 2 pretty consistent fights. No big drama here, so the gap will remain about the same.
Is now a good time for a donation after Fortune?
Go for it.
Always.
We have $20 from Yogurt, and he says, "Good luck to both the." Excuse me, I can't talk now. He says, "Good luck to both the runners, but it is hard to be partial when your baby mama is running. Thank you, Yogurt."
Oh, it's a really nice donation. Chelsea got a really good chaff grenade pickup, and then Mockingjay got a really good chaff pickup as well.
Very nice.
No damage cancel on the Claymore, but just use like D-pad movement in order to just touch the chaff box. There's a Claymore on the ground that you don't see, which also, of course, knocks you over if you hit it. But they both managed to avoid it.
So Mockingjay will have a slight advantage coming back because she did pick up that Claymore on the EF bridge. Chelsea had to pick it up, but she ended up blowing it up instead. I think Cartwheel maybe just a little bit too late. Now it's going to get shot a couple times probably. Yep, there's 2. So the gap is starting to shrink just a touch.
Yeah, really, really close still. Those minor things helping out. Unfortunate to hit the Claymore on the bridge. It's easily done. There's a very specific line on the ground that we roll off into a prone to pick the Claymore up. If you go too early, you have to crawl to the Claymore. If you go too late, you get hit by it. But we'll be going for a Fat Man boss here now. Fat Man's really fun fight on very easy. This fight has been optimized to all kinds of extremes now as well. You have to defuse 2 bombs and kill Fat Man. You can do it lethally in 2 cycles or with the M9 in 1 cycle. So we'll knock him down and score 2 headshots. And now we'll hopefully not get a bad pattern. This looks pretty good. Knock him down again.
Chelsea really took the time with these shots. Yeah, could have fired a lot sooner.
She's got him now, just got to defuse the final bomb.
Yeah, Mockingjay's going to gain a ton of time because of that and get a fast bomb as well. She's almost pulled even just on that fight. Look at that. They're basically in sync on stream. It's insane. And now she's ahead.
Yeah, Chelsea had a little bit of trouble. Had to pick up Fat Man twice to get that C4 bomb underneath him. Good fights from both, though. It didn't get 2 out of Hound. You can lose Fat Man. It helps him very easy that we have the radar and we can see him. But he can go so far out that you don't actually see him on the radar, and the sound won't help you. It's not like surround sound. You just hear flat, very flat sound, so you can't actually tell where Fat Man is.
Ooh, equipping the Claymore. Interesting.
Yeah, that'll be for the computer room. So the reason we use a Claymore, we use it in the computer room to essentially keep the elevator door open. Got to get there first, and the bridge to the Shell 1 does have Claymores again. You have to be very careful with your movement not to hit these. The big danger is if you get an alert here, the ciphers will shoot you as the panels are falling, and if you get shot, it stops you on a falling panel and you'll fall to your death. But both of them safely avoided the Claymores on the bridge.
Probably use D-pad to avoid those Claymores, which is the correct thing to do.
Yeah, I've heard it's the best way to avoid it.
Yep.
And one noticeable difference from the other difficulties is on very easy, you can actually get the AK in the core. Normally it's in strut F, but for some reason on very easy only, they put it down here. It's not mentioned anywhere in the game, by the way. There's no codec call that tells you about it. I think it saves 11 seconds just from it being there. And now we'll see this Claymore strat. Blow up the Claymore, which gives us an alert. And all we're doing is keeping that elevator door open so we don't have to call it again.
And you can go either way once you blow up the Claymore, left or right. It's pure personal preference.
We're of course skipping those mini cutscenes by doing this as well.
Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Reinforcements are on
Nice job to avoid the attack team guard there. You bump into him, it's an automatic alert.
Yeah, and you see the difference in speed there. Decent elevator for Chelsea. And now, where is Richard Ames? So Ames is random. His location is random. And he doesn't select that position until we enter the room for the first time. Ooh, no. Scary, right?
Both the guards walk for both of them. They didn't have the guard running at all, so.
I thought both of them were a little bit too far out as well, where they'd get bumped by the guard.
Right.
But I'm glad that neither got that. Alright, so we're hoping that Ames is in the northeast.
Yep, it can spawn at about 20 different spots in this room. The biggest element of RNG in the run, middle of the room for Mockingjay, closest to default or new game position. Chelsea's having a hard time finding him. Worst possible aims right there. Yep.
Worst possible aims. Or lames. Not great aims for either person though. There won't be a whole lot of difference between those two.
So now they're gonna go back to Strut F and pick up their PSG-1 sniper rifle. And then head to the biggest gatekeeper of the run, which is the Harrier fight.
Yeah, the Harrier's no joke on this difficulty. It's so extremely optimized. 2 fast elevators for Chelsea now. Very nice.
I didn't even bother killing the guard. That's nice.
Yeah, you have to, when you're running this difficulty, you do daily practice on the Harrier boss fight. For how fast you can do it, and you know, if you miss a few shots, how slow it can be. Tough fight. Mockingjay with the slight aerial stereo there, did you see it?
A little bit, yeah. It was nice.
3 or 4 steps.
Keep seeing Chelsea stutter here and there. I think she's having some dead zone issues.
Yeah, I had some of those in a race once, and JMC sent me a version of V's fix, and it like just fixed it straight away. Still very, very close together.
Yeah, not too much. I mean, Harrier can make or break, so.
We're just holding for the Harrier now, right? Like this section of the run, this whole section, the Semtex sensors, then the Harrier, then Leap of Faith. It's a very intense part of the run, very difficult part of the run, and if you are one of the racers, it's very stressful as well.
And after Leap of Faith too, you gotta go along the perimeter and avoid some various pitfalls and stuff. So next few minutes is gonna make or break for sure. Okay, both of them get the Cypher A-OK, no problem. Should be alright with sensors, just don't be careless. Clean from both, pretty even.
Yeah, you have to be so careful, because if you accidentally miss a shot here, you're doing the whole thing again.
Right,
but I've got to say, this is ridiculously close.
So it looks like they're both going to go for the 2-shot variant. 2+6 is what it's dubbed. 2 shots at the start, and then get some shots as the Harrier comes by. Very nice from Chelsea. She'll have just 2 shots left.
Yeah, she could finish at the die shots here. She's got to get that cutscene skip right.
And ooh, just a little bit too early.
First.
So that could have been a big separator, because Mockingjay is going to have a few more shots left.
Yeah, Mockingjay's second die shot missed as well, but she has a chance to finish the fight here.
I'll let you go out in style. What the
Oh, one of the shots didn't land for Chelsea, so that fight's going to extend.
Oh, Wiki hit the building.
Right.
Yeah, both of these are going to go to missile phase.
Right. I'll take care of this.
Chelsea ends it, and Mockingjay he got hit, having trouble, so that's advantage Chelsea. Gets hit
twice.
again.
It's unfortunate because she had 2 shots to do. She had to hit them both there and then. With the second, leap of faith from Chelsea is good.
It's a fair gap at this point. You almost a lot of trouble there from Chelsea. Oh, that's a death from. I
Yeah.
knew that immediately. Yep.
The movement to it was really shaky.
It looked like all D-pad too, which I do not recommend there.
Yeah, you've got to get a nice clean line out to it.
It's unfortunate. Doing it again. Oh, she just,
overthinking it.
Yep.
Yeah, overthinking it.
Right. What's wrong?
Gotta calm down. She just has to calm down.
Right.
Ooh, Chelsea went prone. There it goes. All right.
Yeah, it's no joke, the leap of faith, and once you miss it once, it really gets in your head. In my first ever marathon run, I missed it twice in a row. About a 15-second penalty for missing leap of faith. It's actually not one of the out of the continues that are most common in this run. It's actually not that bad compared to some like a continue during the time section.
Yeah, there are far worse places to take a death.
Encountered the enemy. Requesting
All
backup.
right, Chelsea's into the core, no problem. Mockingjay doing her best to avoid a D-Lime special and fall off there.
Yeah, Chelsea well into the shell too now. Pulled ahead on that, but even without the continues, Chelsea's Harrier came out that bit better.
Not insurmountable by any means. You got Vamp coming up, which can be tough, and I'm not sure either one of them are on turbo.
Yeah, I have a feeling that they don't use it. Now, Chelsea actually invented a huge time saver for this run, the ability to push Emma completely out of bounds through walls. I'm not sure if we'll see that during a race, but it's very cool that Chelsea actually found that glitch originally. It's a really new glitch. I think it saves 11 seconds, right?
15 for both. It's 8 for one of them, 7 for the other. If you
Yeah.
do it first time optimally.
Yeah, the
But
Chelsea bump.
it is hard to get. I would probably say if you're going for record only, maybe. I mean, it's difficult to get first try. It's risky.
And another thing Chelsea's done, which I have also done as well, you can kill the president here. You have to hit him twice. But me and Chelsea, I think we're the only runners who have done it in attempts.
Apache though did it on world record pace, so
That is.
yeah.
That's how it goes sometimes. Gotta get good clean lines with an Nikita. No, just
What are
sit
you
down.
doing? Stop it.
A little shaky on
I'm
that
not sure.
Nikita for Mockingjay, but
Yeah. Kind of threw it to the left side of the box. Nikita has 2 speeds. If you let it fly, it goes up to its max speed. So the less turning you do, the faster it is. But obviously more chance of hitting walls and stuff as well.
I do not believe we'll see swim glitch out of either one.
I'm really not sure. Swim glitch is a very difficult little trick that's become more popular, probably more popular than it's ever been. But you can push Raiden out of bounds and access the vamp load zone early. Saves like 15 seconds if done perfectly, but it's really, really difficult to perform, especially in a race. Can cost you a run as well. Chelsea having a little bit of trouble warping the door there. It can be awkward.
It can be, yeah. I mean, you can actually catch that door from way back if you start mashing triangle early. But this part can be a make or break here as well with a vamp, especially without turbo. You gotta fire stingers at vamp's feet in a certain rhythm. Can't go too fast, can't go too slow. See if she can pull it off.
Yeah, let's go Chelsea.
Nailed
That's
it.
good. That is
Perfect.
very good. And because you have to execute that fight so quickly like that, a mistake on it is extremely costly. Mockingjay having trouble with the door as well.
Jeez. Yeah, the hitbox for the doors like that are typically above. You want to be high, and then it'll just teleport Raiden towards that door.
You tend to kind of swim and press the triangle button at the same time. If you kind of stop Raiden and then do it, he can sometimes just not attach himself to the door. It's very frustrating. We'll get to see Mockingjay have a go at Vamp now and know that she's got Stinger on previous already. It's an important fight to execute, especially when you're behind.
Very
interesting
clean.
strategy, very interesting strategy to equip the Stinger straight away. Most people run closer. If you do it from range, it changes the rhythm that you need to press it at, but really well executed. Chelsea got the frame 1 out of the water as well, very nice.
Yeah, at this point, we're starting to get to the point where there's not a lot of meat left in the run for Mockingjay to catch up. She's going to have to rely on some mistakes from Chelsea.
Yeah, fortunately there is space within the end game to make comebacks. Tengu 1, Tengu 2, huge variance on there. And then of course Solidus as well. You get a few knockdowns and all of a sudden you're losing all kinds of time. I've done it myself.
Yep.
I gotta be honest, watching people play this game, it's making me want to play it. It's a fantastic run.
Wish I could say the same, but I got other things to do.
So Chelsea brings Emma as close to the bugs as possible without spooking her. And basically Emma is scared of the bugs on the ground, and what the game tries to get you to do is spray the coolant on the floor to move the bugs away. We don't have time to do that, so we just take her as close as possible, open the elevator, and then drag her in.
So it does not look like Chelsea's going to go for her own strategy with the Emma Zip. Probably for the better, to be honest. It's going to take out this guard for safety. A little bit of trouble taking out that guard there, but ended up all right.
Yeah, you
Wait,
do
one
risk.
more.
Sorry, you go. No, you go. You're good.
No, you go.
Yeah, you do risk when you take out this guard that Chelsea's just taken out. You do risk something called the Phantom Radio Call, where even though no guard touched a radio call still comes out, and a backup team enters the shell too. That can be very difficult to deal with in runs, and it's a rare occurrence, but it does happen. Oh, did she miss the bump? I think she got it
No.
just. Yeah, just.
You got it. Yep. Scary, because Emma started a retreat, and if she doesn't go through, then you got to go back and get her, and that's quite a bit of time loss.
It's the last little intense section of the run before the game kind of gives you a break.
Yeah, sniping section, there's hardly anything there. There's 2 distinct 90-second breaks where you just sit there, do nothing. It is just a breather, really.
Is this movement right? No, this might be too slow. Yeah, this looks like it's too slow. She needs to get a crouch.
Yeah.
And there is a backup team coming, so she should be fine. You don't want to go for a bump now. Yep,
Yeah,
just get
she's
on out of there.
safe. Yep.
And Chelsea is cleanly through to sniping. Definitely a gap form, but it's just mostly from those continues at leap of faith.
Yep. Yeah, so sniping section, we got to take out a series of guards, some ciphers along the way. There are no claymore mines to deal with on very easy. Every other difficulty would. So the thermal goggles are unnecessary, even though they are provided. One shot will take out any cipher, and you don't have to use pentazemin to steady your aim on very easy.
Yeah, very handy. You just sit in the scope and just get rid of everything in your path.
Who's there? Enemy sight.
Alright, so the backup team is coming for Mockingjay. She's gonna get out of here nice and quickly. I don't think the guards will see. I think they'll see the guard that's passed out, and they'll kind of just stop there.
Yeah,
Don't think she'll get an alert here.
It'd be a non-issue. Yep, that's fine.
Here we are again. We've been here a few times, right? The oil fence.
Just
scroller.
a bit. Yeah.
Don't let Emma get an alert. Don't look at her. Don't zoom in on your scope, or she might fall over.
If she falls, you lose about 7 or 8 seconds.
And yeah, well, we've got a second. This is the second to last run of Limeade 2.0. We've been running this event all weekend. The donations support it's just been immense. Thank you everyone who's submitted to run in here, helping us out with hosting, commentary, donations, subs, bits, everything. People in the chat, JMC for the graphics, just all year. It's been a really, really good event. We knew it would be good, but it's still fantastic to see.
I mean, I didn't think we'd hit nearly 2,000. Like that's a lot of money. We did 680 last year in 2 days. To get triple that is just ridiculous. So thank you guys so very much.
Yeah, Lime City is a special place to me. It's a special Discord. Consider the people in there friends, and yeah, it's just wonderful to be a part of.
There is a bounty for this game if to find a significant skip like skipping the oil fence. I believe it's at a couple $1,000 right now. So if you want to make money and you hate this section, like, find a way to skip it. You will be paid.
It's all just going to be on the end game. Like, there's so many things that can go wrong, even straight after Vamp, the time section, Tengu 1, Jejunum, Tengu 1, there's just so many things.
Could use a nap after this section. Very, very tough section. Takes a lot out of you.
Always takes me back to when I first started running the game and I used to call Snake to shoot them for me, and then I'd point my gun at the second tower, and then I would go to the toilet. And what do you think we'll see going forward? Some safe Jejunums or straight go for the gap? Because once we get into the Jejunum, I'll let Chelsea do Vamp 2 first.
Very clean.
Oh, does the no movement method. So if you wait a second, Vamp will move into the sniper scope. Very safe way to do the fight.
I think we'll see both go head on. I don't think we'll see either one go safe. Very important for Chelsea not to take a continue here. One of the time sections that Apache mentioned earlier. If you get a continue anywhere during the time left, you go back to the beginning of the segment.
Yeah, it's about a minute time loss for where you normally would get the continue if you were to get continue here. Very, very clean. Great method to be on the north side of the bridge. And then shoot early, and the AK clips are really big, so you can just shoot for ages, and it only takes a couple of bullets to actually destroy the cipher. Really, really clean.
And into Arsenal. Mockingjay coming up on her Vamp 2 fight. Opts to zoom in. And that is it. The gaps, yeah, roughly about a minute or so.
Scary section now for Mockingjay. She's got to do the same as Chelsea did. Nice, taking out that first cipher's really important. And gets the second. Very good.
Clean.
It's a huge weight off your mind doing that section cleanly. Chelsea's calling Rose. We call Rose early. Otherwise, it'll just make you sit there until she calls you. A little bit of a time save to call her first. Jegenum for Chelsea.
It's been a
Yeah,
while,
this can be
hasn't
a
it?
very scary place. You end up
Jack the
getting an
Ripper.
alert and you don't make the gap up top. You can lose all sorts of
You
time.
know this fellow? You remember me, don't you? You've grown.
Very important to answer that codec call as fast as possible. That way you can get to this guard
They
if you
altered your
choose
memory, too?
She's going
early.
for it.
Yep,
She's
she's
got the
got
alert,
it.
but knocks out the guard. Got to get the bridge now.
Got it.
The gap. Very, very nice from Chelsea. It can be scary with an alert. You will get shot a couple of times. Very nice handling the guard. Waits to get shot. After you get shot, you have iframes so you can approach the guard without getting kicked. Really, really
Yep.
nice.
Can't keep this
That's
up.
textbook.
They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
Very important in this room not to go too far north or south. Right where she's standing is a very good position. If you go too far north or south, then you'll just keep getting codec calls until you return to the center portion of the room. This is the 6th and final call for Rose. She will shortly receive her high-frequency blade from Snake.
Yeah, once you get the high frequency blade, it's very important to slash it straight away. That starts an invisible timer, 45 seconds. If you don't slash straight away, the timer doesn't start. But Jegenum from Mockingjay now. Goes risky. That's an alert. Takes the guard
TPK the
out.
guard just for safety and makes the
She's
gap alright.
across. That's the most
Yeah.
important thing. If you go down that gap with an alert, you're gonna lose a lot of time. Ooh,
Ooh,
gets a
but
kick from the
unfortunate.
Jegenum guard.
Yeah.
It gets the kick cancelled by the shot. You're always going to be happy with that. A lot can go wrong in that room.
All right, Tengu 1 coming up for Chelsea. We're going to try to get to the end of the room, take out some guards with the AK along the way, and then do a punch kick in first person at the door to skip the rest of the fight.
Yeah, the kick extends right in this hitbox, and it can actually touch load zones behind walls. So we just get on this door here, punch kick.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Oops, some trouble.
Chelsea in a little bit of trouble here. Gets it on the
Got it.
third try. Wasn't too much of a time loss. A lot can go wrong in that room. Not too bad at all, but Tengu 2 from Chelsea now. We're just going to take out the guards as quickly as possible, and the way we do that is by firing a stinger up to where they spawn from. So as they're spawning out of the door, we're going to position our stinger so it hits them as early as possible. It's a good setup now from Chelsea. A little bit shaky at the start, but she's got a really good setup now. She's getting trolled a little bit by the guards. One of them spawned, came out, and then ran back in. That can happen. Mockingjay has a chance to make up a little bit of time on this Tengu 1 if she gets that door glitch first time.
That is it for Tengu 2 for Chelsea. Out pretty cleanly. Looked like
Yeah,
a pretty decent fight. A little slow on the setup,
First
but
time.
a first try for Mockingjay. So made up a little bit of time there, but there's hardly any time left at this point.
Yeah, just one of those where you run out of room in the run to make a comeback.
I'm being corrected by Theory in the chat. It says that was Tengu Zone 1. Tengu Zone 1. Mockingjay getting ready to finish her Tengu Zone 2.
Having a little bit of trouble. The initial position she could do with being a little bit further north in order to hit these. Tengu's easier. Back-to-back fishing mails though. I think Snake's doing some work here.
Yeah, the gap's basically 90 seconds, the entirety of Solidus' speech.
S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though.
Rays from Chelsea. We need to take out 3 rays. We'll hit the middle and the left one in the face as they open the mouth. Let the third one jump on stage, give it some room, and then hit it in the leg and head. And that was really nice from Chelsea. Textbook ray fight.
It's a development program to artificially reproduce.
Torture here lasts about 10 seconds. You don't need to do much mashing here. I think if you just press triangle 7 times, that's actually enough to survive. And regardless of your health, you get a free refill at the Solidus fight.
I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the patriots.
Yeah, on this in this run, it isn't too much about surviving the Solidus fight or worried about your health. It's just how many times he knocks you down, because every knockdown is such a time loss.
Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy as bait.
Do we want to go to IGT for these?
Jack, those days during the Civil War.
Yeah, we can. We'll get them in. We'll talk if they want to.
Was absolute.
They can throw them on the board too if they want.
Yeah, exactly.
You ran from it. And now you've been led back to war by something less than real.
And gambling addict Speedy says yes because we betted to go to IGT. The buffering from Mockingjay's end, but the Ray fight looks good so far. Let the last Ray come on stage. And that is a just about perfect fight.
The Arsenal AI is
Yeah, watch out for the save boss. Chelsea's fruit on Solidus. 2 phases of the Solidus fight. She's going to eat a rocket there.
Not too much time lost with that.
Instead, my son.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
The unfortunate knockdown there was not facing Solidus with the block. 3 more slashes will end the fight and the run for Chelsea.
Fortunate RNG to get the 3 attacks, but that'll be it for Chelsea. Really well done there. Just good throughout the entire run. Chelsea look really clean. Only very minor mistakes.
Yep.
I think it was the just the leap of faith, right? The leap of faith's 2 continues there. Just set Mockingjay back too far.
Yeah, yeah, Harrier a little bit itself, but they both have rough Harriers. But yeah, I mean, 2 leap of faith continues. Pretty much it.
See Solidus from Mockingjay. Open the fight with a punch. That just breaks Solidus's guard, so you can actually hit him with slashes. Back off so he does the missile attack. She pushed him into phase 2. He will do an unskippable cutscene.
Good work, Jack. But this is where it gets interesting.
Unfortunate RNG, you can do a couple of different attacks. You're hoping for what we call the people's elbow, because it's shorter. Just like that.
That is
Mockingjay
time.
is finished as well. Time for both. really good race. Interesting one.
remember
Plant
this
AL, you
place?
don't see it that often.
Of course.
And like I said, both played really, really
This is
well
where we first met.
and finished it up cleanly.
I remember now. Today is
I
the
don't know if they
day
want
I
to
met
jump in the
you.
chat and talk a bit, but that would be up to them.
That's it.
Spot, if you want to mute their game audios, just so they don't come through.
Yeah, I already did.
Alright, cool.
Hello?
Welcome.
Oh my gosh. That was a lot.
It was a good race. I think the leap of faith's just
Oh, I
it
hate
was
that
too much of a
freaking
loss.
jump. I hate that jump.
Are you doing a setup with D-pad in order to do the leap of faith? Because your
No,
movement looked a bit shaky.
no, it's just with the toggle thing. I'm just nervous. My hands are like shaking.
Is that your first race in an event? Apart
Well,
from
minus the
obviously the
tanker,
tanker.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah.
It's different when you've got to go for 54 minutes.
No.
No, you both
Oh,
played
Yeah,
really well.
Yeah, you did very well. Yeah, it was just Harrier and then Leap of Faith that just set you back,
yeah,
but
yeah.
otherwise it was pretty good.
Yeah, we were impressed by that vamp setup where you don't actually move at all.
Oh yeah.
That's really clean.
Yeah, he's like the easiest boss to me. I don't know why.
Well, are you going to compete in more MGS2 races now? You got the nerves out of the way and done it.
Yeah, probably, yeah. But also, I don't think the nerves are going anywhere. I think that's just a forever thing. But
Yeah, I still get a bit nervous now. So
how
it does become easier though. It really does become easier. Like this when you're doing a big race like this for the first time it is genuinely really scary, and I think everyone watching has all been there as well.
how did Miss Chelsea race? Because I couldn't see the race. I was playing blind.
She just played clean the entire run. There was no
Gosh,
big mistakes. She's here now anyway. Hey Chelsea. I think.
Maybe.
maybe.
Yeah, she didn't make any mistakes really. There was just minor things, hit a claymore, but she didn't get any continues or anything like that.
Yeah, I messed that claymore up as well. I meant to land on it, and I just didn't have my thumb right.
Yeah, it was interesting because you got it on the way going, like while you would go heading south basically towards strut F. So most people normally get it as they're going to strut E.
Yeah. To be honest, I can't be mad at that run. The only thing that I'd be mad at is leap of faith, and I already knew I would be shaky on that. So do you know what? I'm happy with that. I think.
Good, you should be. It was a good performance. I don't know if we've got Chelsea now, maybe. Hey Chelsea.
I think she's having
I
mic
might.
issues,
Yeah.
so
Ah,
yeah,
right, yeah, no worries.
yeah. So, but it's definitely fun to watch. We'll go to IGT that way. If you two want, you can submit these to the board, plant board. So
I mean, I don't think it's a PB because I got 2 continues. But we'll see. We'll
yeah,
see. I did some stuff quite fast. Normally that take me longer. Like my Solidus was a lot better. Like it probably didn't look good to you, but to me that was pretty decent.
Yeah, it was a really good run from both of you. Like we said, there was the 2 mistakes that leap of faith cost you, but outside of that, you played really well. So no complaints from us. We were nice to you both throughout. Anyway, there was no horrible commentary or anything.
Oops. Yeah.
Don't tell them, chat. This is
I'll watch it
secret.
back. I'll watch it back.
Delete the VOD.
I'll find it. Oh, Miss Chelsea said she practiced the leap of faith. Yeah, so did I, mate. So did I. Doesn't matter. My hands just didn't want to do it. I knew it was happening as well. Like I messed up on Harrier, and then I was like, oh no. Oh
As
well.
As long as you enjoyed it, that's all that matters.
To be honest, yeah, once like I got into it, the like worries and the shakes kind of went a little bit, and then they came back when I got them continues, and then they went again.
Yeah, up to that point, it was extremely back and forth. Like you kept taking the lead from each other, and it was a really fun race to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a channel that loves MGS races. There's so many people here who are just straight fans of watching competitive Metal Gear races, and this was a great example.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like there's races in the Discord almost on a daily basis, especially as of late. So, you love to see it.
Oh, I wish
Maybe
Mischelseaz could chat.
she's here in spirit, and yeah,
Well,
you know,
she's still here. She's just she can't talk. Did Mischelseaz? What did you do for Harrier? What did she do? Did she get die shots?
she had the opportunity to end the fight at die shots, so she had 2 hits going into die shots, but then the
Yeah.
first one whiffed. So, but then she had 1 left at missile phase. So when he came up for the missiles, that's where she ended. And
Yeah.
you got knocked twice, but you were basically neck and neck at that point.
Oh, so annoying.
You get
Yeah,
to enjoy it when you watch it back.
that's not happened in a while. Like being hit by the Harrier like that. I think I must have just been standing in the wrong place.
You basically had 1 opportunity to finish it because you had 2 hits left on the Harrier when he came up for the
Yeah.
missile spam. I think you missed the second, something like that. So he got the chance to hit you because you only have an opportunity to fire 2 missiles before he starts firing.
I thought I hit one, but obviously not.
Yeah, you did. You had 2 shots remaining. You hit 1 of them, but then he managed to get his attack out when you
Right.
missed the
Got you.
second.
Yeah, got you. Damn. Them plane.
He's a monster. The Harrier is the bane of any MGS2 run, but especially in very easy. He's a gatekeeper of the run.
I think Mischelseaz's time's coming up in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've still got the jazz music playing. It's my jam.
All right, and Chelsea gets a 101.03. That would you
Nice.
throw Tanker in there. That's probably about a 107.
Jesus.
Not bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she played really, really well.
Well, my PB is a 102.45. So we'll see, won't we?
For Plant.
Yeah.
It'd be
Obviously,
very close.
plan.
Yeah. Yeah. Full game 102. Yep.
Yeah, that's yeah.
You can get there. Anybody can.
Takes time. I'm not there yet.
Barty says he's already there. Good work.
So tempted to check at the Emma Bridge where I was at, like in the race. And I was like, no, don't do it because if you're ahead, it'll stress you out.
Yeah, it's a risk. You have to get used to playing while looking at your opponent as
Yeah.
well. Does change the way you play.
Oh, 10-second PB.
Nice.
You put it on the
Piece of
board now.
PB. Yep.
Oh god.
All
And
these
that was
runs
the
will be
2
highlighted.
continues as well. Wow, that's pretty good actually.
That would have been
Just
sub
for sure.
110.
Yeah,
So.
if I didn't have them continues, I think it would have been a 101 something maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never
Good
mind.
stuff.
I still had fun. I had a good time. Thanks for having me. Thanks for putting this on, by the way. It's really fun.
All right.
worries at all.
GG's to both Misschelseaz and Mockingjay. Great race. Thanks for D-Limes and Apache for calming. We will take a quick break and round out Limeade 2.0 with MGS4. New Game Plus TV. So we will be right back.